about some of our newly available products, and we're going to talk about some of our, of course, oldies but goodies. So the first up on this lineup is going to be the Atomy Iron. It's now available on the US Mall, so it's going to be something that everyone isn't used to seeing or didn't necessarily know that we had because it was only previously available on the global mall. Atomy Iron is going to be obviously a rich source of iron. So anyone dealing with anemia, especially women, since we lose blood every month, anyone pregnant, trying to be pregnant, people who are dealing with any type of deficiency when it comes to minerals, vitamins, things like that, this is a supplement for you. Iron is going to be the most used, it's a metal, but one of the most used type of mineral substances, since it's not a plant-based substance, it's a metal, in the body, because we use it to literally make our blood. Your red blood cells each have an iron atom smack dab in the middle of them, and you cannot make healthy blood without it. So iron deficiency can take hold at any point, depending on diet, depending on the person. If you know anyone who may have sickle cell, they are going to be naturally having issues taking up enough iron just because the conformation of their blood cells are literally different. So it's harder for them. Iron is different from other irons on the market because they actually took into account that iron is very difficult to absorb. So Atomy Iron is composed mostly of non-heme iron. So it's an easier form to bring up. It's the kind that plants have in them as opposed to animals. So you're thinking, oh, I eat plenty of like red meats or plenty of meat or protein in my diet, so I shouldn't have issues with iron. But it's actually more difficult to take up iron from a meat or blood-based source than it is to get it from a plant. Your body can kind of work with plant iron a little bit better. So the fact that iron in Atomy's purpose is coming from these plants and going to be in that non-heme state, your body's going to be able to use it a lot easier. And it's 12 milligrams of iron in a pack. And that's going to be really great for your daily values as far as making sure that you get enough. Another issue is that you probably can't eat enough meat or plant in a day to try and get the amount of iron that you're actually going to need. You have to eat a lot of it. I mentioned it before that the foods that we take in nowadays are lower in vitamins and minerals just naturally because we've increased our agriculture, we've increased the production of, animals that we consume. So we're all kind of eating on plants one way or the other, and the soil gets depleted. The soil gets depleted in natural minerals and sources of all the nutrients that we need, so that you end up with a less dense source in your food. So we actually have to eat more to attempt to get the same amount of nutrition. If you didn't know, that's actually one of the kind of simple explanations for the rise in overweightness in people. We do have to eat more trying to get the same amount of nutrition, so we end up with more overweight people. If you didn't know, now you know. So iron functions, like I say right here, this is actually a picture of what your red blood cell looks like on the inside. It's a quadrohedron type of structure going on. So basically 4 units each wrapped around some iron smack dab in the middle there. So that protein structure of your blood cell cannot form without iron. Your blood would break down without it. Very dangerous, definitely deadly. You need iron. And it also is going to make you feel better because it's right in the middle of the most basic cells in your body, your red blood cells. We're talking about your athletic performance. We're talking about how well you even breathe. Blood cells carry oxygen, and if you don't have enough iron, they don't do that as well. So we're talking about all the important functions of the bodies that we have depend on this like one thing. Like, of course, other things as well, but sometimes changing your health can come down to just a simple deficiency. What are you lacking? What does your body truly need? And for some people, it's just iron. Once again, anemic. If you are anemic, this is the supplement for you. That is what that means. You don't have enough iron. So it's easy to absorb. It's also in a, I don't want to say complex, but the way that Atomy formulated this product is that there's a little bit of nutrition in it as well, like basically food. There's some carbohydrates in it, and a little bit of also herbs going in to help you pull up that iron a little bit better. Because another thing that happens if you're a person that has to supplement with iron, this is very hard on the stomach. Taking pure iron will like truly upset your stomach, because it's heavy and difficult to digest all by itself. So what Atomy did was put it into a packet that has 4 types of fruit already in there, a little bit of vitamin C, some chicory root. These are things, that's the carbs are coming from that chicory right there. This is going to help your body pull it in a little bit better, without giving you that stomach ache, without giving you any type of gastrointestinal distress. You don't have to take it with a whole bunch of water if you don't want to. You can just pop it into your mouth. It's actually blueberry flavor, and they're using freeze-dried blueberries to do that. Trying to keep it as natural as possible. And so this is a great supplement. Once again, great especially for pregnant women, because now you're not even just pulling in iron for yourself, you're pulling in iron for your baby too, because your blood goes in to their systems as well. Double up if you are pregnant or attempting to be pregnant. Treat it like a prenatal vitamin, trying to get your serum levels up before you do, get to that state. If you're a regular man, woman, exercising, doing normal activities during the day, you can just take one. And it's just important to keep this metal in your body so that you can have a healthy, strong body as much as possible. There's not much more to say about it than that. Everyone needs it. This is a supplement that you definitely keep in your cabinet at all times. Another product that I was told that people are interested in hearing me talk about is actually our MediCook line. So I kept it on this page right here. This is once again on the regular US Mall, because MediCook is available for purchase there. We have 4 different pots. We have a wok. We have a 5.5 liter pot, which is kind of like a big pot, like your stew pot for soups, anything you're going to make in a big batch. A slightly smaller pot if you're going to make like a large, still it's a pretty big pot. So if you're making a family size portion of rice or beans or something like that, you're probably going to want to use the 3.3 liter pot. And then we also have a MediCook frying pan. What makes MediCook different is that it is made with, what is it? 316 stainless steel, which is basically the grade that we're using in our medical appliances, the scalpel, the scapula thingy, all the things that doctors use to test on you or operate on you, poke and prod, is made with this grade of steel, because at this stage, because steel especially gets folded and purified and heated and cooled and all that good stuff. Once you get it to this point of 316 stainless steel, it's not gonna leach those nasty impurities anymore, or is extremely unlikely to. Like, you'd have to heat it to 1,000,000 degrees or something, which is basically melting point. You're not gonna want to do that. But yeah, you have to get it so very hot in order for it to do that effectively it can't. So if you put acids in it, if you put any type of food that notoriously will cause like leaching into it, which is mostly acids, things like tomato sauces, lemon juice, things like that, that's not gonna occur anymore. Leaching of the metal of pots, especially because we use metal pots now, we're not using terracotta or anything like that. Most people aren't, at least, can cause heavy metal poisoning. And heavy metal poisoning is a kind of a sneaky sort of condition that can cause so many horrible issues in people, and they'll never know what it is. You would have to take so many special tests in order to figure out that it was heavy metal poisoning, that most people never determine that that's the source of their sickness. And once again, once you get to that point of symptoms, once you become symptomatic, you're very laden down with heavy metals. It's really hard to detox it out. So it's better, once again, to prevent that issue than it is to try and cure that issue. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure in that case. So even down to the level of how you cook your food matters when it comes to reaching a level of optimum health in your journey in this life. So these pots are not only of that grade of steel, but they are 5 layers. That's 3.5 millimeters thick. It's a heavy pot, the good pot that, what's the word? More durable, that makes it cook better. And it really does. They were telling the truth. So the heavier the pot, the greater contact it has with the heat source, whether you're using an electric stove or a gas stove or a glass top stove. The heavier the pot, the better the heat connects with it. And so you get a better cook on your food. And you also get to use less water or less oil if you cook with oil when you're cooking your food products. So you save money in that way, and you also ingest less of it. So we talk about how, you want to make sure that you're eating certain amounts of fat or carbs or sugar or whatever dietary regimen you find yourself on. If you can eat less of it, the better off you end up being. So this grade of pot lets you have your cake and eat it too. You can cook with oil and use less of it and still get that type of taste you're looking for. You can get the browning that you're looking for, and it's still going to be healthy and good for you. So these are very high quality pots for a fraction of the price. So you could pay thousands of dollars for this pot, but like it's $165. You can get a full set for less than $1,000. And I've seen pots that are $1,000 that talk about the same, healthful properties. Moving on, I was just talking about this earlier today about how important it is to detox, especially it's summertime. This is the perfect time to get in a really good detox. The extra heat in the air is going to make your blood flow increase naturally. So we're going to talk about milk thistle. Milk thistle is like the supplement for your liver. Your liver is your largest detox organ. It does so much work. And a lot of people don't think about how much of a load they put on their livers. Everything you eat goes through it. If you drink, it's going through it. No matter what it is, whether it's water, whether it's juice, whether it's alcohol, and it all has to get filtered out. It all has to reach a state that your body determines is safe for you. And that means no sugar and no free radicals and no free salt. Like, contrary to popular belief, your blood is not very free in your body. It's always such a task making sure that your serum levels are just right. That's why you can't just mix salt and water together and put it in your veins and be okay. It's highly regulated. And your liver plays a big part of that job. Milk thistle has been used for hundreds, if not thousands of years as just a natural and gentle detox of the liver because of this compound in it called silymarin. The silymarin compound encourages your liver to produce healthy new cells, and it's also a protective compound for your liver. So when it's making those new healthy baby liver cells, it's protecting them as they learn to do their jobs and help them do them better with that protection. Because, if you're being shielded, of course, you can do your job even better than you could when you were, warding off danger. So the liver is constantly regenerating. And this is just a supplement that's going to help it do that to the highest ability possible. It also has rhodiola in this complex with it, which is a root. And what that's going to do is help deal with stress. So because the liver is working hard all the time, you also want, you know what that word means, like mushrooms, like some other plants that we have available to us. It's just going to help your body deal with stress. Ginseng does it too. And when you put these together, you get like this really solid, exceptional detox supplement. So yeah, if you want to detox, you want milk thistle. It's a no-brainer, as they say. It makes it easier. It's not going to be heavy. It's not going to make you go to the bathroom. It all kind of just lets your body naturally do what it wants to do in the first place. It just may be having a little bit of trouble doing so. If you want to pause right here and ask some questions, you can. I'll be happy to answer them. Next up on the list, we're going to do spirulina. It's one of my favorite products. I love spirulina, especially now that I can take it, because spirulina, if you didn't know, tastes terrible. If you try and eat it just by itself, man, that is a super acquired taste. It's actually worse than him. So the fact that Atomy made such a wonderful spirulina in a capsule is the best thing in the world, because it's definitely something you want to take. So spirulina is great for detoxification. It's great for nutrition. It's like kind of nature's multivitamin. It's great for energy, cell health. It's great for a little bit of everything. It's even good for like your blood. Like it'll prevent blood clots and keep it flowing, keep it the right consistency. It's a natural blood thinner, but it's definitely not going to be, over the top, turning it into something it doesn't need to be. It just does everything so well, so naturally. And the great thing about Atomy's spirulina is that it comes from the freshest, cleanest water sources in the world, because, technically, because it grows in the ocean, you could get it from anywhere in the ocean, but we know that everywhere in the ocean isn't clean. If you've ever been to a beach off the coast of Georgia, just for an example, you will know that all water is not blue. So spirulina from this wonderful, clean source is just a superfood. It's been a superfood since, superfood became a buzzword. It was one of the first things people were just kind of saying, you want to put this in, you want to take it. It's like wheatgrass after wheatgrass. So spirulina is a micro blue-green algae. It captures the energy of the sun. If you want to get super, spiritual about it. And so that's just meaning that it does photosynthesis super well. This thing is packed with the nutrition of the ocean. It is not only full of, I think it's 81 different vitamins and minerals. It's almost a complete source of protein, and it is 60 to 70% protein. It's actually one of the densest sources of plant-based protein on the planet, outside of like soy and maybe one more thing, maybe quinoa. Don't remember all of it. I'm sidetracking. Sorry, I love spirulina. So the spirulina is also fiber. It's just like absorption of the nutrition that it has in it, as well as your regular food that you're eating. This slide talks about 60 different types of essential nutrients, including all the things: proteins, carbohydrates, lipids, fiber, vitamins, and minerals. But I think it depends on the spirulina. Like some have tested higher, it just depends. But for Atomy's sake, we're talking 60 different types of essential nutrients. And it's 100%. There are no fillers. There's no extra bits in there that don't need to be there. This is pure quality spirulina. It is a super antioxidant. So this thing is sequestering free radicals like nobody's business. As soon as you start taking spirulina, like just keep it going, because you'll notice a difference. You're basically supplementing your nutrition to the highest quality, or one of the highest qualities possible. And when you do that, your body will react with it. in a positive way. So the source of our spirulina is Kailua Kona, Hawaii. This is crystal clear water, super rich in minerals. It's super rich in minerals because it's Hawaii. Hawaii is very volcanically active. Any place where there's a volcano, you've got a lot of vitamins and minerals coming straight from the center of the earth for your happy uses. And I love that Atomy makes use of that all the time. Like a lot of our products are so nutrient dense and good because they get grown on usually volcanic islands, things like that. And that makes a difference, it really does. The Atomy's capsule, even for our spirulina, is fully plant-based. So this is actually a completely vegan product. Everyone can take it, everyone can make use of it. And it's non-allergenic. So incorporate it into your regimen and spread your testimonies. Let us know how it makes you feel, what it does for you. It's also great, I've heard, since I'm moving on the evening 4-care set, you can take the spirulina capsule and mix it in with the gel, the peel off mask, and it's gonna make like this super effective detoxifying mask for your face. So that's another cool use for spirulina that I've heard about lately. I wanted to talk about the evening 4-care set because I don't often get the chance to, and this is a staple. Anyone who cares about having your skin as beautiful and clear as possible needs to have the evening 4-care set. If you don't want to invest in Absolute, if you don't want to invest in any of our other sets, like this is the best. This is the set. 365 days of home spa care for $36. These tubes last a very long time. For me, over a year, and I was sharing them at the time with my sister. So
Yeah, Angelica, you muted. Oh, I think we lost our connection.
Everyone, I just knew my battery was charged all the way, so that was weird. But such is life. Let's see if I got this sharing thing down. There we go. Cool. I think maybe. Yes.
Yeah, you're good.
Awesome. Okay. So as I was saying, the deep cleanser is an oil cleanser. And the cool thing about that is that like dissolves like. We say that in science all the time. And that just means that the first thing that this set is going to do is pull all that extra oil out of your skin. It's got other components of it, such as fig, carrot, ginseng, ginkgo, tiger grass, all these wonderful herbal extracts, making sure that what it's doing is just removing the extra sebum, that's just the name of skin oil, without overly drying you out. So it's going to pull, but it's also going to moisturize as it goes, which is a wonderful thing. It's just the power of plants, I love to say. It's also going to get all of that makeup, if you do wear makeup, out of your pores. Makeup wipes are not sufficient to do that. That's why even if you're cleaning your face every day after you use your makeup, you can still break out because it doesn't fully remove the makeup from your pores, but Deep Cleanser will. It's going to help with skin tone, the appearance of your pores, and it's going to give you that lovely dewy skin that we try so hard to get to. After that, you're going to use the foam cleanser, and no, this is not going to be overly cleaning your skin because foam cleanser is using a completely different mechanism of cleansing. So the deep cleanser went for the oil in your skin. The foam cleanser is actually going to clean your skin. It's more of a soap base. So after you clean your pores, you're going to want to clean the surface of your skin, and it's going to remove all those nasty old dead skin cells. It's going to make sure that you just have a wonderful, clean slate of skin going on there. And it's also going to help with the appearance of your pores. It's going to add also going to add hydration to the skin. And it's going to do even more makeup removal. So you got it out of your pores. Now you have to make sure that it's off of your skin as well. After that, you're going to go for the peeling gel. Now the peeling gel, you actually only need to do, I think, twice a week. You don't have to do it after each evening for cleaning, because the peeling gel is your exfoliant, and it's actually going to be a chemical exfoliant as opposed to a mechanical one. Think like, your apricot scrub. Oh my gosh, I know so many people that swear by apricot scrub, but no, it's terrible for your skin. Mechanical scrubs, that just means like there's actually something gritty in there. They can tear the skin. They can actually make little tiny cuts on your skin and do more harm than good in the process of exfoliating. They do exfoliate. Exfoliate just means remove the dead skin cells from the surface of the skin. It's not hard to do that. You can do that with a washcloth. That's enough exfoliation to do that. But if you use a chemical peel, the wonderful thing about those is that they do it completely. As opposed to a washcloth, which is also mechanical, it can leave behind some skin cells. It never really gets them all. Mechanical peels get them all. You're gonna get a complete layer of dead skin off of your face all at the same time, which is gonna let your skin refresh evenly, because we actually do get a new layer of skin about every 2 weeks. Everybody's a little bit different, but roughly every 2 weeks. So you're going to get that nice even tone going. There are not going to be any rough patches or patches that look duller than others. It's just going to be nice, even. The peeling gel is also hydrating because it's going to contain some plant extracts as well, because Atomy doesn't want to make your skin worse. Atomy is one of the few products on the market that will make your skin better and better with every use. You're going to notice that your skin gets better and better every time you clean it, exfoliate it, and use this set or anything given to you through Atomy. You're just going to put it on in an even layer. Doesn't take much. You're going to let it sit 1 to 3 minutes, and it's just going to start. You can start rubbing your skin. What's going to happen is those dead skin cells, enunciate. Those dead skin cells are going to just kind of come up all on their own. It's non-painful. And literally, you can wipe them off with warm water right afterward, and you're going to be able to notice the difference right then. It can also help pull anything, also gross that may still be chilling out in your pores out by removing that layer. The peel off mask is kind of along the same line. You don't have to do it each time you use your set, but you do want to do it at least twice a week. The peel off mask is going to be an even deeper cleanse, and it's kind of a component of each of these. So after your cleansing, you can use a mask. Even after you use your peeling gel, you can just do the whole thing all at once and go for that peel off mask afterward. It's going to fully make sure that those dead skin cells come off. So it's another way of getting all of them off at the same time. It's going to pull out anything from your pores that the deep cleanser didn't get. It's going to pull off anything on the surface that the foam cleanser didn't get. The peel off mask is just like the finishing touch of this set. And like once it's off, it's basically like having a whole new face. Like everything that was dirty is off of your face. You have a new face. Your skin is baby soft. It's super hydrated, moisturized, flexible. It's one of my favorite products. It is a staple product. You will keep like repurchasing every time like you finish this set, because it is essential to your cleaning your face. Once you use it, you're not going to want to use anything else to clean ever again, even like just in the shower and you're used to using your body wash or something. Like, no, you don't want to do that. It's a totally different feeling. You will stay with your set. The mask is going to be just that extra bit of pore care, helping with the elasticity, giving that bounciness. Like it's super rich in the tiger grass, which is for healing and general rejuvenation of the skin. And it's just going to infuse your skin with it. It's going to be really good. It's going to feel great. And it even helps improve the circulation to your face. So that's going to help even more with that whole dewy, baby soft complexion that we love. Next up on the line is the hand soap, another thing that I don't mention enough. It's only $3.50, and genuinely it's the best hand soap ever. I don't ever like using other types of hand soap. They don't feel the same. Atomy hand soap not only removes bacteria and skin cells, the dead ones, from your skin, but it moisturizes at the same time. So it's the only soap I've really ever used that I felt like I was lotioning up even as like I was watching the soap bubbles happen. I'm like, it feels so good. And I have dry prone skin, so like it's wonderful for me. It will remove everything from the skin, even if you do like the hardest, nastiest, like you're a mechanic and your hands are black type of work, it gets it all off. It doesn't matter. Um, it is 98% naturally derived ingredients, which is cool. The kind of hinging product in this is going to be terpenes. These are things that occur in citrus, so oranges, lemons, limes, things like that. That's what Atomine used to make like this powerful hand soap that is super cleansing but also very clean. Um, it smells super fresh and good as well. It doesn't have sulfate in it, so the cleansing stays mild. A lot of people now stay away from sulfates because they can absorb into your skin and they're super bad for you, but also because they clean very harshly. Like, yes, it'll be clean, but you've lost the oil in your skin and everything else. And you're gonna have to super moisturize to try and even get your skin to feel normal again once you're using it again. Using Atomine's hand soap, your hands don't even get pruny. Like it's the same kind of sensation as the dish soap. You can wash whatever you want in it and it doesn't feel like you've basically stripped all the health and vitality out of your skin. Like your skin doesn't get pruny. That's an indicator of that. Pruny skin means that whatever you are washing with dissolved all the oil in your skin, and now your skin is exposed and it's losing moisture and probably absorbing some nasty stuff. It's not good. You don't want pruny skin. It's bad. It actually really helps the moisture barrier of your skin. Awesome. Maybe didn't know that. Because it also contains coconut and palm ingredients as well. So they also are naturally antibacterial and super cleansing, but that is a very compatible oil with skin. Coconut oil and palm oil actually are very much compatible with skin. And it's just doing a really great job of making sure that you have a product that you can continue to use forever and never get tired of, because you can clean, but you can also have your nice soft hands too. I have one person like that's all they love to buy from me. Like, I'm out of hand soap, I need it. Like, you don't go back. Next on the list, because we talked about wonderful detoxifying products with milk thistle, with spirulina, I have to mention the chia seed going to the food side. So chia is one of the best things for detoxification that you can eat. It's going to sweep out your intestines and your colon, all that nasty stuff that has to come out that's having trouble because you're not eating enough fiber. Chia seeds, super easy. They taste good because they hardly taste like anything. You can add them to anything. I put chia seeds in eggs. Like it's not, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer food. Throw it in whatever you want. You can put them just in water and drink them down. Like they're not gritty. They're super smooth. It's not an uncomfortable source of fiber. It's not gonna be like, a fiber supplement. This is something fun to eat. It's something simple that you can add into your diet to make a really big difference in how you feel. And they're only $6.50, which is super competitive on the market because more and more people are understanding how great chia is for you. So of course that's boosting, the whole supply and demand thing going on, and inflation doesn't help. So instead of paying $12 for the same size bag, a pound, you can pay $6.50 and get an organic source of chia. It is a superfood because it contains both protein, nutrition, and fiber at the same time. It's a superfood because it basically has all the important things that we need in our foods all at the same time. It's also a great source of omega-3, which a lot of plants cannot boast about. Like, there aren't a lot of plant-based sources of omega-3. They're a little bit difficult to find. Chia is one of them. That means you can eat a whole bunch of them and know that you ate something delicious and wonderful for your diet, and it's completely healthy for you. You're not eating excessive amounts of meat or fish or anything like that. They're rich in antioxidants and have been used as sources of anti-aging forever, but that's probably because the fiber. Fiber is anti-aging, by the way, if you didn't know. Great ways to put it, like there's a thing called chia pudding. So you can make that, throw it in oatmeal, dust things with them the same way you would, say, sesame seeds. Great product, great price, absolute quality, absolute price. You're getting the whole Atomine gist going on. Psyllium husk, same kind of concept. Since I mentioned chia, I wanted to go ahead and mention the psyllium husk, which is more of a supplement type of thing. It is pure fiber. Not a lot of nutrition in that. Psyllium husk is just like fiber. fiber. They made it taste good and also dissolve clean, which is something you don't really see in a lot of sort of psyllium husks. I've used different types. Atomy's is the best. It tastes like berries, so that's nice. Plain psyllium husk tastes terrible, like you're eating sawdust. So the berries, you want that. You want Atomy. You need fiber in your life. We do not eat enough of it. We just don't. And once you start increasing the amount of fiber in your diet, you will notice a difference. Like your body changes, you're gonna naturally shed some weight because there's some weight in you that's just unremoved badness and you want it out. Super important. So eat your fiber, use chia, use psyllium husks. It's not complicated. The last thing, because we're almost done, it's almost 9, but I'm determined to make it. The Atomy rice chips. So these are super cool. If you've ever had Rice Krispies treats or rice cakes, a lot of people don't like rice cakes. I used to love rice cakes. So rice is super versatile, and now Atomy has a rice chip. Miss Jen helped me talk about it, I think a couple weeks ago. They're super delicious. She says they're super addictive. Like she wanted to buy like 50 bags at the same time, but it only lets you buy 20. These are available on the global mall right now. They're not on the US mall just yet, but I'm sure they're coming soon. They come in a plain flavor that's onion and, well, no, plain, sorry, yellow pack, onion, green pack. They're just kind of a healthy snack situation going on. We eat enough oil, deep frying things, depending on diet, whatever you're making, that may contain it. So the rice snack is a way to kind of have a source that's like chips or something crunchy, something salty. It hits all those boxes without giving you any type of like gross after effect that comes from, excessive oil from deep frying, or maybe it's not a very good source of carbohydrates. Rice is actually super healthy for you as far as carbohydrates go. They burn clean. Rice is good. It's a great choice for kids, super kid friendly because they come in like bite-sized pieces. They're not overly large. And you can just carry them with you and enjoy having a healthy snack, which is hard to find, by the way. They actually puff the chip with heat and pressure, not oil. So that's why it's a healthy snack. And then they add crispiness through their secret double crunch process. They don't talk about that, but it's probably fine. And they sprinkle with some nice seasonings to give it that good flavor. And it's made with organic rice, so you don't even have to really worry about if the rice is contaminated with, arsenic. That happened or is happening. I'm not sure if they resolved the issue, but that was a problem. So that won't be a problem in these delicious products. It's rich actually in alkaline minerals. So they're using alkaline salt, probably the Atomy's pink salt, which we have. I'm not talking about it, but we do have Atomy pink salt. So delicious, organic, great for you and for kids. It's a good product. Do we have any questions?